Hi, I'm Ms. Hearn. Let's get started. In this video, we're going to find the regular monthly payment for a mortgage as well as 2 months of the amortization schedule. We're given that the mortgage is for $144,200 with an interest rate of 7.5%, and the term of the loan is 12 years. And we're asked to complete 4 columns: the total payment for each month, the interest payment for each month, the principal payment for each month, and the balance of the principal. So the total payment is referring to your regular monthly payment, R. And you can use the formula R equals P times R over 12 over 1 minus 12 over 12 plus R to the 12t to calculate that regular monthly payment. And they are giving us everything we need to do that calculation. We have P, the principal, T, the time in years, and R, the interest rate. So we're going to plug in, remembering to use the decimal form of the interest rate. So since our interest rate is 7.5%, moving the decimal 2 places to the left, we're going to use 0.075 to do this calculation. Now, when I plug into the regular monthly payment formula, I like to do 2 of the operations right away. So I plug in 144,200 for P, 0.075 over 12 is in the numerator as well. And then in the denominator, we have 1 minus, and I put 12 over, instead of 12 plus 0.075, I always just go ahead and write 12.075. That's one less operation that I have to worry about in my calculator where I might possibly make an error on the order of operations. Same thing in the exponent there. Instead of writing to the 12 times 12 power, I'm going to write to the 144th power. Okay, let's talk about entering this in our calculator. In order to reduce the amount of parentheses that I have to use, which can cause issues, it's easy to make a mistake the more symbols you have to enter in your calculator. What I like to do is I like to enter the most complicated part by itself, which is that denominator there. And then on your calculator, we actually have this, it's called an ANS function. It's at the bottom right. It's the same key as the negative symbol, and it's right above that. So you would use the second function, the blue key, and then you would push the ANS. By the way, this is a TI30XIIS calculator. This is the one that I use in my class. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on, clear out whatever information was in there. I'm going to enter 1 minus parenthesis 12 divided by 12.075 to close those parentheses. Now, to raise it to the power of 144, it's going to raise everything in the parentheses to that power. I'm going to use this little caret symbol. Other calculators have an X to the Y button, but ours has a little upward arrow caret symbol there. So raise to the 144th power, and then I'm going to push equals. And this is the value of the denominator, the bottom of the big fraction. And so don't hit anything else, because now your calculator has saved that as the last answer it gave, the ANS. So now I'm going to start typing the numerator. 144,200 times parenthesis 0.075 divided by 12 close parenthesis. Don't hit equals because that will erase my old answer. I'm just going to hit divided by, and then I'm going to ask my calculator using the second ANS function to recall what was in the bottom, the denominator, equals, and we get $1,521.64. We have to round up because this is 0.636. 5 and up, you round up. So 1521.64 is what we're going to use. So I've entered that into the first column of values. So that's my monthly payment. That's not going to change. Every month that's going to be the same. But part of that is going towards interest, and part of it is actually going to reduce our debt to the bank. So we have to figure out how much is which. The way you determine how much interest you're paying that month is multiply the old balance of principal, which in this case is the original balance, 144,200, times the interest rate R, 0.075, times 1/12 of a year, because that interest rate is an annual interest rate and we're only doing 1 month. So you can divide that by 12 or multiply by 1/12. So that's going to give you 901.25. How much will our debt be reduced by? Well, the rest of the payment. So to figure out your payment on principal, which is the part that's actually going to reduce the amount of debt you have to the bank, you have to subtract the monthly payment minus the interest for the month. So that, in this case, is going to be $1,521.64 minus $901.25 of interest will leave us with $620.39 going towards our principal. So much less than half of our payment is actually reducing our debt. That's what happens at the beginning of a loan. Towards the end, most of your payment will reduce your debt. But at the beginning, you're paying a lot of interest. The other thing we need to figure out is, now that we've made that payment, how much do we still owe the bank? We can't subtract the whole monthly payment, only the $620.39, because the rest of it went towards interest. So we're going to take that $144,200 minus the $620.39, and we see that we still owe the bank $143,579.61. So that completes our first month's amortization schedule, but let's do the second month. The payment is still going to be the same, $1,521.64. Okay, but we still need to figure out the interest payment and the principal payment and what our balance will be. But the formulas are the same. Interest for the month is the old balance. Now this is the balance from this previous month, 143,579.61 times the interest rate 0.075, but divided by 12 because it's only a month's worth, you get 897.37. Principal payment is going to be the total payment, 1,521.64, minus that 897.37 we paid in interest this month that we just calculated in step 1, and that leaves us with 624.27. And then so our new balance, we're going to subtract from the $143,579.61 that we owed the bank this month, the $624.27 of the payment on principal, leaving us with $142,955.34 that we owe the bank. So we've completed the first 2 months of our amortization schedule. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That helps other students to